name is Michael Ferrante. I am 24 years old. I'm from Riverhead, New York, and I'm gay. I guess we'll start from the beginning. My first gay experience was probably around 11, 12 years old. I was at my father's house for the weekend because my parents were separated when I was 3. So I started making friends, and this one kid, he said to me one day when his mother went to the store, he's like, "Hey, would you like to see what my mom and dad did last night?" So I was like, I'm a little kid, I don't know anything, so I'm like, sure, yeah, why not? And so he's like, okay, come under the covers real quick. I'm like, okay. So he takes off his pants, and then he tells me to take off my pants, and being a little kid and not knowing anything, I was just like, okay, whatever. That's what happened, and we did that a few more times, and then he moved away. In middle school, well, in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I did date girls. And when I was with a girl, like, I wouldn't even think about a guy or wouldn't think about being with a guy. I'd just be with the girl, and then my world revolved around her. I would date girls, and I would be perfectly fine with being with a girl. But then when I wasn't with a girl was when I was curious about, like, oh, well, what if I did something with a guy again? Like, because I did it before, like, what happens now? So I started getting more curious and more curious and more curious. And then I eventually broke up with my last girlfriend, Samantha. So after her, I did a play at a local theater in Oakdale called Man of La Mancha. And I got to know the cast and everything like that. We hung out and stuff like that. And one New Year's, one of the guys from the cast messaged me on Facebook saying, "Hey, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's life? Yada, yada, yada." And we started talking, and he was like, "Oh, well, I just wish, this New Year's I had someone to kiss at night, at midnight." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, me too. Like, I've always wanted to sit under fireworks or something and just be able to kiss the person I'm with." And he's like, "Yeah, it's too bad you're straight." I'm like, "Well, to be honest, I'm actually kind of bi." And he's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Okay, well, not to push the wagon or anything like that, but would you want to go on a date with me sometimes?" So here I am. I'm nervous. I'm scared out of my mind because I don't know what to think. So I was like, you know what? You're never going to know unless you do it. So I told him yes. We went on a date. We went on a few dates. We started dating. We did things, and I was just like, yep, nope, I'm gay. Nope, that's how that works. I'm gay. So then came to the point to telling everybody. So we'll go good to bad. Friends, all of them were just like, yeah, Mike, we know. It's about fucking time you admitted it. My sisters, when they found out, which I think was through Facebook, but they found out and they were ecstatic. They were just like, yes, he's gay. Yeah, we have a gay brother. Woo! Then my father found out through them instead of me. He didn't really care. He was just like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do about it? He's gay. Okay, whatever. Have fun. Be safe. Whatever. So now comes the hardest part. With me, it was my mother because I had such a strong connection with her. And I think a part of her always knew because, mother's intuition and all that. But, so we were driving in a car, and this is a month or so after I started dating the first guy I was talking about earlier. And so yeah, I didn't tell her until I was dating this guy a month before I even told my mom. But we were just driving in a car somewhere, and I was just like, "So, Mom, I'm kind of seeing somebody." And she was like, "Oh, okay, cool. What's her name?" I'm like, "Well, his name is Tony." And she's like, "Oh." With my mom, it wasn't really a disapproving attitude. It was more of I watch a lot of Law and Order and movies about gay kids getting beat up and abused and killed. So I'm scared for you, I guess. So it wasn't it wasn't oh, well, you can't be gay. No, there's no way you're gay. It was more of Just be careful, please be careful with everything you do. When you go into the city, make sure you go with a whole bunch of friends and everything like that. And she just rambled on about how to be safe. So she was just worried that I was just going to get abused and bullied and all that stuff. So all in all, I would categorize myself as one of the lucky ones. But a part of me still feels like there's going to be an instance somewhere, some way where someone's going to say the wrong thing, or I'm going to go to the wrong place at the wrong time and something's going to happen, and there's always that fear in the back of your head. But I mean, I am who I am, and I can't change who I am. It's not a choice, because honestly I feel like most people who are gay and they hear that, oh, it's just a choice, it's just a choice. Well, if it's such a choice, why is it so hard to make the choice to go the other direction? It's because it's not a choice. It's just who we are. And we can't do anything about it. So just accept who you are, be who you are, and don't let anybody put you down because of who you are.